Hello and welcome to Valuechain News. I am Naomi Oleribe. First, the headlines. NNPC makes 1.7 trillion naira from crude sales in 12 months. Police intensifies patrol to combat crude oil theft. NPA to automate Nigerian ports by the end of 2023. And now, the news in detail. Revenue made by the Nigerian National Petroleum Company (NNPC) Limited from crude oil sales in 1 year has been put at 1.7 trillion naira. The company's latest monthly and financial report for August said the sum was earned from March 2020 to March 2021 after it lifted a total of 108 million barrels of crude oil within the year at an average of $43 per barrel. A breakdown of the report showed that in March 2020, the oil and gas firm lifted approximately 9,490 million barrels, 11,437 million barrels in April, 5,113 million barrels in May, 6,274 million barrels in June, and 8,546 million barrels in July. In August, NNPC lifted 8,546 million barrels, 8,490 million barrels in September, 10,333 million barrels in October, 9,532 million barrels in November, and 7,539 million barrels in December 2020. In January 2021, it lifted 5,542 million barrels, 9,397 million barrels in February, and 7,553 million barrels in March 2021, making it a total of 108 million barrels in the period under review. The Inspector General of Police, Usman Al-Kali Baba, has ordered tactical and intelligence commanders of the force to deploy assets towards tackling perpetrators of economic crimes, including crude oil vandalism. This was disclosed in a statement issued by the police on Thursday after the formal introduction of the newly appointed Assistant Commissioner of Police in charge of the IGP Special Task Force on Petroleum and Illegal Bunkering, ACP Lord Lantho Garba. The IGP warned against all forms of economic sabotage, even as some oil industry stakeholders had earlier raised alarm about the quantum theft of oil in the sector. The Nigerian Ports Authority (NPA) has assured that the port system will be fully automated by the end of 2023 to create a platform where all port-related government agencies will coalesce together through a single window. In a recent interview, the managing director of the Nigerian Ports Authority, Mr. Mohammed Bello Koko, noted that although the agency has started automating some of its processes, there is a need to have full automation of all processes in the ports. He stated that the agency has consulted the International Maritime Organization (IMO) regarding the deployment of the port community system, an information technology solution to accommodate the sharing of information among other government agencies and stakeholders. Libya's Marsa El Hariga crude export terminal has been threatened with closure by unidentified groups, a shipping source said, in what would be the third blockade in 24 hours. It is not immediately clear if port operations have shut down. These disruptions add to blockades that have been in place at the Zuwaitina and Marsa El Brega ports since mid-April, as well as the 70,000 barrels a day producing El Fuel field. It is unclear if the perpetrators of the latest threats are affiliated with those of the mid-April closures. The country's crude exports fell to a 19-month low of 708,000 barrels per day in May. Spain and Portugal have received EU approval to use a combined $9 billion of government funds to help lower input costs of fossil fuel-fired power stations and thus energy bills. Spain and Portugal have already set a cap on the price of gas used for generating electricity after the EU allowed them to do so, acknowledging their exceptional energy requirements. The two countries are among the least dependent on Russian gas. Both countries, however, are looking to help consumers and industries with skyrocketing power and fuel prices, especially after the Russian invasion of Ukraine roiled the global energy market. The Commission has to rule on such cases, as it has to find if government aid is compatible with the EU state aid rules, considering that the Spanish and Portuguese economies are experiencing a serious disturbance and that the measure does not distort the Iberian or EU markets. Breakthroughs in medicine, technology and science through innovations and innovative products has had significant impacts in the economic advancement of the society by improving the lives of citizens and offering more opportunities which the government and the tech ecosystem can collectively leverage on. This was made known by the Minister of Communications and Digital Economy, Professor Isa Ibrahim Pantami, at the Co-Create 2022 International Tech Exhibition and Gauge Awards. The minister, who was represented by the Director General of National Information Technology Development Agency (NITDA), Kashifu Inwa, expressed utmost pleasure at the event while describing the theme of the event, Collaborative Innovation for a Better Tomorrow, as exciting. Pantami stated that the most important part of the innovative process is commercializing it. Before we end the news, here's a recap of our headlines. NNPC makes 1.7 trillion naira from crude sales in 12 months. Police intensifies patrol to combat crude oil thefts. NPA to automate Nigerian ports by the end of 2023. And that's the news. I am Naomi Oleribe. Good evening.